All right, guys, we got Brent's truck. We went ahead and fired it. I was just doing a quick diag, trying to hydro lock. Number 2 shot. 4 and 6 were showing a little bad too. Number 7 wasn't looking so happy. We're draining the coolant right now. I think it might be, well, we're going to go out and look at the exhaust in a minute. I mean, it's either an injector, which isn't like a cracked injector, or catastrophic failed EGR cooler. We'll know in a minute. We're going to let it run with no coolant in it, fire it back up. If it starts like normal with no coolant in it, then it's an EGR cooler. If it still tries to hydro lock, then we're going to have to start digging in injectors. Number 2 is shot though. Oh, look, just cleared up. Did have a, let's go look outside, hang on. Okay, we did a bubble test. It's billowing smoke. We can't get that to seal up, but let me see what it smells like. That's not fuel, that's coolant. That's coolant burning. So, EGR cooler. Holy crap. So, failed EGR cooler. We'll know here in a minute. Hang on. You see 7 drops every now and then too. So I don't know. I mean, 4 and 6 were showing bad. I just didn't catch it. But 2 and 7 are by far the worst ones. But I'm not sure that we're looking at catastrophic injector issue. I think we're looking at an EGR cooler issue. So might be time to put one of our intakes on it. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah. Okay, we got other issues too. It looks like the turbo's probably seized because it's not responding at all. It acts like it's locked on full lock. It's billowing like a mother. We're gonna burn it out real quick. I only got like about 3 more minutes of it to run, but. All right, guys, here you go. It was almost hydro locked. Let's go ahead and do a quick fire up. Listen. Okay, so it's EGR cooler, hydro lock, and then the turbo. We got to clean the turbo. We need to go through it. It needs some attention. We can't really run it too long. It's not overheated. Here, I'll show you. It's not hot, but it's. I ran it to where the gauge was up in the middle, which there's probably not a lot of coolant in it running around, but so it didn't overheat, but I definitely ran it up to temperature and the smoke got a little bit less. What we got to do is burn out the cylinders. So I'm going to let it cool off a little bit, and I want to get all the coolant out of the cylinders while the engine can run, because the best way to clean any kind of rust deposits that was from the hydro lock is to, as quick as possible, get the engine running, get oil circulating, get the crosshatch with oil in it, and let it warm a little bit. It's our best chance at eliminating any staining, which would be like over here. Any staining in the engine block. See that little staining right there? Stuff like that. But that's driver's side. I don't know if this truck ever had an EGR cooler failure. Not too bad. When they do, it will rust all this in here because coolant was sitting in there. So right now my goal is to run it. The catalytic converter, the muffler is all completely full of coolant. So we're not going to do a bunch of driving, but I want to get most of it cleaned out. That way the cylinders have oil in them and no coolant contamination in it. I want to be able to crank it over and start it and not worry about any kind of residue left over from coolant. So, because coolant rusts cylinder wall. I've seen it a lot. Built a lot of engines because of it. Yep. Thought I'd show it. All right, guys. Have a good day.